Hello, everyone. It is January 31st, 2023, and welcome to Swamp Creatures here on the Swampcast Network. We have a fun show ahead of us tonight. We actually have some more people here. Josh, you're here, buddy. You're here.
I'm back.
He's back.
I'm not delayed.
He's back. Tonight we are joined by my buddy over here, Jack Lloyd.
What's up?
Nothing much, man. Anyway.
Well, you got a little fancy shot glass there, bud.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the old sake. I just warmed this up.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, shit, that answers the question I was about to ask. What are you both drinking?
He's got the sake. I'm also going with a warm beverage. It's a spiked coffee because I got shit to do after this.
Well, you'll literally be shitting with that, so.
That's the place.
Spiked coffee.
Josh, you chilling? You chilling on something?
I'm going with the suicidal tendencies tonight. I just wanted a fucking Pepsi. That's all I wanted. So I got a Pepsi.
And crack.
Yeah, crack comes later though, Jack. You know, I got things to do tonight, but they're late.
Many cracks to explore.
We can't all be Hunter Biden, Jack.
It's true.
As
Hunter
sad as it
Biden
might be.
has the good stuff.
Well, what was I
Took
gonna say?
crack money.
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, well, there you go, Josh. There you go, Josh. I saw, yeah. Oh, I remembered because your Pepsi made me remember. I saw a meme today. It was like a bottle of Coke equals like 6 donuts. It was like, what does that make you think? I was like, well, donuts are a lot healthier than I thought. that's what I think. That's what the meme said.
Really?
Donuts today
A
too.
bottle
Yeah.
of cocaine or a bottle of Coca-Cola?
Well, no, a bottle of cocaine. You might do some good damage. That's a lot. That's a lot of booger sugar. You know. Let's get into it, Mitch. What's
Powder
going?
donut. Got it. Yeah, no, lots of them.
Lots of it.
All right. Well, we got quite a few funny things kind of going on in the spheres, so to speak, but we might as well dive right into the big story that's going on. The Paul Pelosi footage has finally come out. And before I pull up this body cam footage, I want to go around the table and see, what do you guys all think? What is your theory on the whole thing? Gay prostitute, dude who just broke in, drug deal gone wrong. What do y'all think?
I'll go last because I just listened to Dave Smith's podcast and I don't want to ruin anything.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah.
if something was going wrong or it was a drug deal gone bad, you wouldn't be sitting there smiling on a body cam when a cop walks up. They were definitely together by choice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm gonna probably take then the most tame view because I did watch it. And of course, I was wondering, is this some gay hooker thing? Pretty plausible. But to me, after watching all, it does look more like Paul probably was a little bit blitzed, to say the least. I think that he was already hammered before he got hammered, and I think that's probably why he was just trying.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a good one.
So, I think he might have just been trying to keep his shit together with the guy there and keep calm, basically, to kind of hold his composure because he is an old dude and he can't really do much. So as much as be like, oh, what would you do? It's like, okay, well, he chose froze. It seems like that was the case. But obviously, looking into it originally, there was definitely a question, was he getting some, ass slams or something before? But
Can we find the 911 dispatch call thing too? Because that's also very interesting. Rob, I know you found that.
I'll try and find it.
Try and find it since I already have this one up. But I'll play this and we can comment a little bit. But with the dispatch call, it's a lot. You get a lot. You really hear a lot of what you're talking about there, Jack. So that's why. Well, I mean, that's why part of me feels like drug deal gone wrong could also be the case because they both seem a little bit kind of fucked up. Like, listen to
the smiley.
Dude, listen to them. Okay, I really hope we can find that dispatch call because, like, it's fucking hilarious when you hear the
He
dude.
drove these. Dave,
Is the Capitol Police around?
220.
Okay, here I'm gonna play.
Could you guys hear that? Sorry.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear that.
a little bit of
Oh,
it.
my bad. I thought I was muted. Yeah, I'm trying to find the video. Sorry, YouTube's gonna kick us off for that. I found it.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Wrong video.
sorry.
All right. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up the cam footage because that is.
Do it.
Where the hell is it? There it is.
What is this? Early 2004?
Hi. How you doing?
Oh yeah.
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope. Hey.
What is going on right
I'm
now?
not getting an answer on call back.
Bro, oh shit.
Calls in the area that you're coming in,
I got him, Michael. Edward 14, Edward, send backup, code 3.
Code 3 backup at 26.
Give me your fucking hand!
Units code
Give me your fucking hand!
40 Broadway for 14 hours.
Man, he decked the fuck out
Edward
of him.
14, Edward, send medics, code 3 as well. You got it?
Sorry, 14 number 2, save med.
I love how you can hear the taser in the background just going several times more. Just
I think that was Paul Pelosi snoring, dude. I don't think that was a taser.
Yeah, he got hit and then knocked him out. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was asleep. Yeah, he got hit too. There was I thought I saw blood on there whenever I watched it. Not this time, but the first time on the ground.
Yeah,
It's usually what happens when you get hit in the head with a hammer.
yeah. Plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's less
I don't know.
fishy to me. Like it just, you know what I mean? Like the only thing that's still like I wonder about is looking at those timestamps. You know, the timestamp issue with everything, but there's explanations for that too. You know,
What do you mean by timestamp exactly?
timestamp of body cam footage versus surveillance footage and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. Well, there was surveillance footage too of the guy breaking into the house. That is also floating around as well. It's just that one that I just pulled up there that seems to be the most notorious thing to be going around there.
yeah. I mean, it's just weird how they opened the door and they were just both there, just chilling. I think Jack's right. I think Paul Pelosi was already fucked up. And this guy, like, he's having a bath and he's drinking some whatever was in his hand, like some bourbon or something.
Probably snorted some Xanax.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's definitely on some pills or something. You know, he was in the 911 call. He says that Nancy Pelosi's gone, so he's probably getting fucked up, enjoying the house by himself as an old man. Now, is this guy a gay prostitute? I don't think that's been confirmed at all yet. I think that's just the first thing that everyone was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna shit on Paul Pelosi."
I mean, if it is a gay prostitute, I assume it's kind of like Hunter Biden choosing crack of all drugs to do. You know, like you're rich, you have the pick of the liver.
Where you're coming from there?
Well, no, you know how like with Hunter Biden, it's kind of like, dude, you're rich. Why are you doing crack? Like,
It's not
Like,
good, man.
Paul Pelosi, you're rich. Why do you have an ugly, like, fat dude as your like male prostitute?
see,
You like-
Josh gets it.
Yeah. You want me to play the 911 call since I already kind of started it?
Play it.
Hope it's the
Let
right
me know.
one.
Any.
Is the Capitol Police around?
220.
Capitol Police around? Is the Capitol Police around?
220. No, this
They
is San
usually
Francisco.
protect my wife. They're usually here at the house protecting my wife.
No, this is San Francisco
Yeah,
Police. Friday, October
I understand.
8,
Um,
2022.
okay, well,
0224
I don't
and
know, what do you think?
18 seconds.
think everything's good. He thinks everything's good. I've got a problem, but he thinks everything's good.
If you
Hit
could,
pause. Hit pause.
if you can't hear that, he's the guy in the background's like, no, everything's good, and
Right.
Paul Pelosi's like, he's saying it's good, but it's not.
Right. Yeah, he's under pressure.
Stop.
And this
He's
is
on
not the
drugs.
whole,
Gets a lot of it.
this is not the whole 911 call, so I'll have to find the rest of it. This is from MSNBC, so they're going to give the most coherent part of it. I listened to it earlier, and when they first start, that's not how it first started. When it first started, Paul Pelosi sounds like he has no idea what's going on. He sounds like he's retarded. Honestly, it just like, yeah,
I'm kind of retarded.
there you go. So, sounds like, and it sounded like, and this is what I was talking about earlier, because I don't want to come to the same conclusions as Dave Smith did in his podcast, in his last podcast, but it may have been some sort of code where he was trying to do it, but it's not, because now he's just standing there with the guy, and the guy's just talking to him like, yeah, everything's okay.
Okay.
Call us back if you change your mind.
8
No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home.
0, 2,
And so,
4 and 48.
anyway, he
Do
told me
you
to put
know?
the phone down.
Do you know who the person is?
No, I don't know who he is. He has this. He's telling me. He's telling me not to. He's telling me not to do anything.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
like I'm a
Oh,
friend.
God. So somewhere in the middle of that too, at one point she asks what his name is. He's like, "Oh, what's your name?" And the guy just says David.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm David.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's like, is this guy on drugs too?
Yeah. I mean, it's possible that both were. That's the whole thing. Is like,
Is freedom a drug, Mitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I pissed red, white, and blue. And when I told my doctor, he said it was pancreatic cancer. But I told him to shut his commie mouth.
There you go. Yeah, man. It's kind of weird. And in the video, in the surveillance cam, he kind of has some camping gear. So maybe he was trying to camp out for Nancy.
yeah. They both were clearly lit in their own ways, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it was drug fueled on both ends. We don't get neat packages, you know, like with Andrew Gillum, right? That was a neat package. You know, the governor who was running against DeSantis back in the day, he just is like, oh, I'm passed out with a gay hooker and there's lots of drugs, you know, and you're just oh, well, it's a neat package. Like, oh, okay, you know, he was doing drugs and cheating on his wife and kids and there's a gay hooker. Okay, all right. But this is not the same. You don't have the same, you know, clear facts here. It's not always neatly packaged, you know, in gay hooker, you know, fashion. So
yeah, I mean,
if only it could all be like Andrew Gillum.
Yeah.
I only equate it to like just walking into a person that's equally as fucked up as you and not expecting it and just looking at each other in the eyes and going, what are we doing here? What's going on? I don't understand what made this guy want to do this. Maybe it was fueled by some extremism, some might call it. Maybe he's a gay hooker of Paul Pelosi. Who knows? There's going to be more evidence that's going to come to light, and we're going to be here covering it for you on the Swamp Creatures podcast. This is going to be top priority.
I mean, if they were on the same level, like let's just say they were doing, you know, some type of drug at the same time, they could have just been connecting. Like, wait, you're here too right now? Like, they look, you're like, yeah, I'm here. You know,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, are they both like freaking out?
Yeah. Okay, you looking for my wife though? Okay, well she's not here. All right. Okay.
You're here to hang in the TV? Oh, nice. You brought a hammer. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in, man. I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything more because I'm just gonna sound like I just took everything off of the last podcast I listened to.
God damn it, Dave Smith. Why'd you have to
I mean, they're fast. They're fast. You got to give it to them.
Just say that it's all staged and that the actual violence with the hammer thing was not from that night. And they were actually making sweet love with the hammer up until that moment. There you go. Now you're unique. Done.
I bet his stock options go way down after this. Get knocked fucking silly.
Yo, what is this going to do to the stock? That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone
watching. He's gonna just invest in Home Depot a whole lot now.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, like, bro, those hammers are good.
Yeah.
Also, I'm surprised nobody just said like, hey, you know, it's actually pretty easy to get into Nancy Pelosi's house. I mean, that's what I'd be like. I'd be like, okay, that was easier than expected. Maybe we could do this with other people's houses who are in Congress. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Maybe you should have a gun, Paul Pelosi.
Appears that it's easier than expected. I'm just saying it's a little easier than people made it out to be.
He should have just done what Joe Biden said: take a double-barrel shotgun, shoot it twice out your window, and it'll take care of itself.
Is that what Joe Biden said?
Yeah, Joe Biden actually said do that.
I thought he said.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
I thought that's what he said.
No. He also said that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Joe Biden
wants it.
says a lot.
What'd you say, Josh?
Yeah.
Joe Biden's like Duff Man. Duff Man says a lot of things.
Wait, who's Duff Man?
Who's Duff Man?
Except Duff Man is coherent.
Is
Oh
Duff
yeah.
Man in the room with us right now, Josh?
Yeah. Duff Man is in the heart of every child. It's in the soul of every man.
Gotcha.
He is in with all of us.
And he is with the Anheuser Corporation. Oh yeah.
Rob looks so lost right now. It's so
I'm guessing it's a Simpsons reference. Just guessing. I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it's a Simpsons reference.
Yeah, there we go.
Whew. All
You're
right.
spot on, Jack.
Pass the test.
Yeah, you're spot on.
You're spot on.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought so too. I was like, Duff, that is definitely the Simpsons beer.
Yeah, Duff is big.
I was never big in the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Never big in the Simpsons. What's our next story, Mitch? What's going on?
For the next thing I have, I'm sure you've all been paying attention to some of the Pfizer leaks that have been going on.
What's that?
Oh shit.
With Project Veritas.
Those nudes are great. Yeah.
Are you going on a date with one of them, Jack?
Yeah.
I want to get you, dude.
I mean, you know for a fact that if you work for Project Veritas, you're going on gay dates. I mean, that's it. That's just it. You're on Grindr. I mean, that's just a fact. Like, oh, Project Veritas. Yeah, I'm conservative. I'm Christian. Okay, I'm gonna sign up for Grindr next. Great. Okay.
That's why I put my application in. They didn't take me though.
Already familiar with Grindr. Absolute Grindr experts.
Yeah. They so
been doing undercover investigations for years. I'm perfect for this job.
I'm just mad they don't show the guy because I want to see the guy. Because if he's like he's got to be like a 10 in order to fool these people, or maybe they just get him like super drunk.
I assume that's the case because that was the case with some of the ones that happened with hot chicks who were doing it to like Google employees and shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hot.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's someone's got to do it, you know.
Yeah,
and, turns out
like, I can't do this.
Turns out it's really easy to get people to talk about shit on the first date.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm on a date with a hot chick, I'm already suspicious. I'm like, you're gonna fuck me up somehow, some way, bitch. I fucking know you are.
Not if you're wearing that shirt. They're like, oh yeah, I like that Ron Paul shirt.
Like, who's that old man on your shirt? Get the fuck out of here.
What's under that? Ron
Silence, wench.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here. I'll play it. Wait 1 second. Let's get this on screen.
Let's go, Mitch.
Yeah.
Is thinking about mutating COVID?
Well, that is not what we say to the public. No, don't tell anyone this building. You gotta publish, don't tell anyone. You gotta publish, don't tell anyone. Okay? We're exploring, like, no, you know how the virus keeps mutating?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell anyone.
It's like, why don't we just mutate it ourselves so we could create undeveloped develop new vaccines, right? So we have to do that. If we're gonna do that, though, there's a risk of, like, as you could imagine, no one wants to be having a pharma company mutating viruses. Be like very controlled to make sure that this virus that you mutate doesn't create something that, like, you know, it goes everywhere.
Something crazy.
Is the way that the virus started in Wuhan, to be honest.
Oh, this guy's got his gay accent down.
Yeah, I know.
That's so crazy.
Jordan Tristan Walker.
That's so crazy that they would do that.
What?
I love how he tells it all so plainly. It's just no holds barred. I mean, that guy must have been hot.
Yeah. Oh, you can kind of see him. You can kind of see the reflection.
Oh, so
he
he
likes a reflection. Look at that forehead, dude.
The forehead alone is giving me like quarterback vibes.
Oh yeah, gay quarterback vibes.
This is probably a Giga Chad, I'm guessing, like a gym bro.
And look at him over the dude's top left shoulder there.
That's what I'm saying. You can see him.
He looks kind of like a good-looking dude. I would, tell him my secrets if I were him.
Yeah, dude.
A gay evil pharmaceutical company
You know he's got money. I mean, straight up, you know he's got it. Government's giving to him.
All right, let's
He's
keep
got
this.
sugar babies.
You just got to tap that shoe twice and head to the bathroom.
A director of research and development strategic.
There's your buddy, Jack.
Sounds like gain of function to me.
I don't know. It's a little bit different. I think it's different.
Wait, is this the same place?
It's definitely not gain of function.
No,
It's
different.
I mean, it's okay.
Different spot for sure.
No, directed evolution is very different. Well, you're not supposed
How many dates did he go on with this guy?
Yeah, I don't know, but they get him.
That's where I'm just like, how much of this is like, what the fuck?
Oh,
That's
man.
that they're doing
I
it in
don't know
reverse.
this is the first date as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going on a cruise this weekend, but you know, I just got to get this information. You know, it's gonna be great.
He's so happy. He's like,
James
I'm
O'Keefe.
Yeah,
totally getting laid.
he
That's
does not know the hell on earth that awaits him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm totally getting laid after I tell them all about what Pfizer's doing.
Do you think they have to do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does James O'Keefe be like, all right, listen, it's for the story. It's not gay. Just say no homo after. You're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, get in there.
So. Like, James O'Keefe is like, look, we already checked him out on Grindr. He's got a 9-inch cock. I think you can take it. I think you can do it.
You're
Just
about to
think
do some gain of
how
function
big this
research on that
story's gonna be. The story's gonna be way bigger than his penis. I promise you.
Oh my
Keep it rolling.
Here we go.
supposed to do gain of function research with the viruses, like they recommend or not. But you do like these like selected directional mutations to try to see if you can make more potent.
Yeah.
So there is research ongoing about that. I don't know how that's gonna work. There better not be any more outbreaks because like Jesus Christ.
Just like Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Because like it was kind of bad last time. I don't know if you heard about it. Fucking asshole, dude.
It was a big downer.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Wuhan.
Woo. That's a good one. Wow, wow.
Well,
who's this breaking the flaw? Thanks for joining us. Not here for anyone else.
He's awesome, dude. He showed some balls recently, going up to record some politicians. They tried to literally roughshod him.
Nice.
Yeah.
James O'Keefe style.
Yeah. But they literally like lied about him, trying to make it seem like as if he pushed a guy, and it's on camera that he didn't. And so they tried to arrest him and do a bunch of stuff. So yeah,
Right,
crazy
okay.
stuff.
You got anything else on the Project Vert? You got any more videos or?
That's as far as I know. The rest of the stuff is mainly. Oh wait, 1 second here.
I know they showed Project Veritas confronting the guy in the restaurant. The guy flipped out and he was trying to call the cops, and he told them to lock the restaurant, wouldn't let him leave for a little bit, destroyed the iPad. Like, this guy definitely not upset about the leak that's about to happen,
And they obeyed it too. Like, what? Oh, lock the restaurant. Okay, random stranger. We'll lock the restaurant for you.
Right.
You look credible.
Yeah.
We'll lock this restaurant.
And he hops in the back like he's one of them too. He like went in the back in the line, and he's like calling the police, and he's like, there are 5 white people. And the police are like, that doesn't sound like a terrible pressing issue that we need to worry about right now.
Yeah, what the fuck are they gonna like?
Right.
So do you
Damn
don't want us
honkies.
to come?
Where is this confrontation? Okay, here we go. I found the confrontation. Here comes the fun part.
Okay, here we go.
So here's where James O'Keefe decides to go straight up Chris Hansen, which, I just want to throw this out there. If they wanted to ever expand into other areas of media, I mean, they could probably produce a damn good reboot of To Catch a Predator.
Hey there. Is this
Hey there.
taken?
Hey there.
Pfizer, my question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're
Oh my God.
COVID?
I'm literally a liar. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying. This is absurd.
Please don't touch me. Well, this is not. By the way, don't tell anybody.
Someone who's just working at a company to literally help the public. You up. You really did. Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe.
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Please unlock the door.
Give me, what is going on here?
Stuff. Please unlock. Please unlock.
What does
the door.
smashing
Please
thing
unlock
do?
The door. Unlock the door. The door. We're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door.
The push.
I was lying about gain-of-function research so I could get some dick in my ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
his
a big
reaction. His reaction, like, he's not a scientist, right? He's like one of the marketing. He's like from marketing, right?
No, he's a medical doctor, dude. He's actually like he was. If you look at James O'Keefe's, they have an internal document that shows like how high up he is. He's not like lab coat directly on scientist, but he, for all intents and purposes, he is a scientist with them. He is doing scientific analysis, in terms of like analyzing what they're doing and talk about what.
Right. Like if I'm going to subpoena you for documents,
right? He's not janitor.
Yeah, you might be the corporate rep in that depot.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah, he's definitely upset about it, and then just tries to destroy the iPad like it's not somewhere else. Like, like they're gonna be like, "Oh shit,
it was only on the iPad."
Damn, he got us. Because we gotta scrub this one, guys.
We pay for Proton Mail. We just don't use the Drive feature.
No. Yeah, man.
God
this guy's
damn.
wild. And the censorship that's coming along with this story is crazy to see too. Along with, well, we've already seen it as far as like the shadow ban and everything going on with Twitter and how Elon Musk is like every single conspiracy theory about Twitter is probably true. Like which one wasn't true? This one, I think Project Veritas just came out with a circulated letter going to YouTube employees about trying to censor this very story.
Right, a Google Doc. Yeah.
I feel like it's fair to say at this point the reason no one covers the Twitter files is because they're all guilty of the exact same thing that Twitter is doing in just taking their marching orders from the state.
Mm-hmm.
Like, notice how none of the corporate press, like they put on a facade for like a day, maybe like half a day about Epstein. They don't even touch the Twitter files.
Oh yeah,
No,
it would expose them completely.
Yeah, why would
Yeah,
they?
because they're guilty of the same thing.
Yeah,
that's why you never see them going any
robust.
deep dives on Epstein. It's because they're all the fucking clients.
Right, where their friends are.
So is there going to be an investigation here? I saw the senators. There's some senators or congresspeople in Michigan signed and encouraging. They encouraged Pfizer to, I guess, be transparent with them. I would expect a little bit more. Please tell us what's going on.
Please.
Yeah. A morsel for the people.
We've done nothing wrong. Case dismissed.
Yeah.
We have investigated ourselves, and we have found no issues, and that there's no corruption going on with us at all.
Yeah, no. Well,
Right.
monkeys, they don't count in other countries, so we don't. No, we're not testing any monkeys anywhere. Technically.
It shit just
I've heard
reminds
some
me of this.
technicality about it. They're gonna
That
change
shit-
it from what they say, the evolution. What they say?
Corrected evolution from gain of function research or mutation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're gonna change it to something else. They're gonna be like, oh, we've now changed the definition. It's now this.
Mm-hmm.
We call this the pro-America change of experimentation.
Yeah.
If you're against it, you're against America.
This experimentation that will further diversity and equality worldwide.
Right.
We call this
Diversity, research, and science.
Paul Pelosi hammer. We call this the Paul Pelosi hammering technique. They're just
Honestly,
beating monkeys with hammers.
Free to take to the face and then sleep.
I feel like the Paul Pelosi hammer should be a drink.
That is a good one.
Oh, that is a great
It
drink.
was the Paul Pelosi hammer.
2 soft shakes and a spike.
Yeah, let's go. That was too loud, though. That was way too loud.
The reality is Paul Pelosi probably has done like way crazier shit. We just missed it. You know what I mean? That's it. We just lucked out. Or, or not lucked out in terms of, the time. Any other night, it would have been like a huge fucking orgy in there. And it's just the one night. He's like, I'm going to take it easy, take a perk and, have some whiskey. And that's when we catch it.
No one ever lives to escape showing up to an Eyes Wide Shut party, I assume.
Right.
Yeah. Pelosi didn't look scared. He looked at that guy like, "You're gonna need a bigger hammer, dude." I take this all the time. You're shaking your head. You don't like that one, Josh. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. He was trying to play it cool.
Yeah. What's going on?
He got the two.
What are we talking about, Mitch?
I don't know. But, yeah, no, in regards to Pfizer, I don't expect anything really to come of it because, let's face it, Pfizer's in bed with the government and they own pretty much all the advertising on television currently.
Yeah.
This
goes back to the reason why I didn't trust it in the first place. As soon as they were like, we're going to give them immunity.
Right.
Like, oh, then I'm not taking it. That's the first thing I heard was like, oh, so if something goes wrong, we're not going to be held accountable. Okay, so you're just going to willy-nilly this one together, guys. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, it's some shady shit.
Can we go to the Dilbert guy since it's on topic?
Dilbert?
The Dilbert guy? I didn't send that one. We didn't send that one in?
No, I don't think I have that one. Do you have like a link I could pull up here?
Yeah, just type in Dilbert guy, anti-vaxxers were right.
Well, this the author.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, right. It was hard to take like what he was saying seriously. It was so facetious.
It was.
Yeah.
But this he normally leans left, and obviously he got the vaccine. Yeah, no, Pat, I texted you. I texted you a picture of the Pat's over here. I called you, bro.
Was this guy on was this the guy on Jimmy Dore's show?
Yes, he was. Jimmy Dore did a bit on him. I just think I mean he's right, but he's trying to be right about being wrong.
Right, when he said like, "Oh, who should I have listened to?"
Right, yeah.
Okay, I think
Bruh.
I found the.
You should listen to me.
Come on, Mitch.
Me and Fro were on it from the day
Where the
one.
fuck is this thing, man? Just trying to find like the original thing here.
Rob, you know you got to spoon feed this shit to him, right?
Yeah,
I'm trying to find the dude's fucking Twitter account that this shit got posted on. Because right now, like, okay, wait, is this it? Yeah, I got it.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I love Mitch's intense face. He's
Josh, fuck the Eagles, by the way. Fuck the Eagles.
You, Rob, and your fucking Cowboys.
We could get on to the Cowboys and boo fucking who. But let's get on to this because this is the first time I'm seeing of this. This is the guy who made Dilbert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you that the anti-vaxxers appear to be right. Somebody who did not get vaccinated, got a little Omicron, or maybe even a worse one, but recovered. Now you've got natural immunity, and you have no vaccination in you. Can we all agree that that was the winning path? The smartest, happiest people are the ones who didn't get the vaccination and are still alive. I want to make sure that I'm not leaving any wiggle room for myself. Have I? Have I said as clearly as possible they're the happy ones right now? And have a reason to be, completely. Right. Having said as clearly as possible that
Holy fuck!
He breaks out the board.
I'm gonna put.
Mind you, this is the excerpt version.
Yeah.
Holy
What
fuck!
am I watching?
It looks like if you're just listening, it looks like the basic version of the fuck around and find out chart on each. It's like two just different fuck around and find out charts.
I'm going to hit play because it looks like the farther we go, we see more of this whole thing. So,
anti-vax people seem to be the winners. I want you to hear that clearly. The anti-vax people appear to be the winners. The anti-vaxxers clearly are the winners at this point, and I think it'll probably stay that way. And I don't want to put any shade on that whatsoever. They came out the best. They have the winning position. The unvaccinated have a current advantage because they feel better. The thing they're not worrying about is what I have to worry about, which is, I wonder if that vaccination 5 years from now, because really the anti-vaxxers, I think, were really just distrustful of big companies and big government. That's never wrong. It's never wrong to distrust government. It's never wrong to distrust big companies, right? So if you just took the position, let's just distrust everything the government did, well, you won. You won. You won completely. I did not end up in the right place.
We did it, guys. Victory.
We won. Dilbert said so.
Are you winning, son?
Oh, yeah, we're winning.
Mama, we made it.
The whole thing was not hard to figure out. Like, at least for me, like, I don't like from the beginning, all Hook was just like looking at some of the data that was coming out of these countries originally. You had to just sit there because, of course, you don't know what's happening, right? It's coming out of China. You don't have like all the ground knowledge yet. Although I personally had some people who had people in China, so I had a little bit more like insight, whatever. But even there, within a few months, you start to get the data out of these other countries and Italy and stuff like that. And you'd start to see, okay, it's going on a distribution in terms of like the deaths. And you immediately see, this is skewing toward like the elderly, like crazy. Like from the beginning, it was like, oh, okay. So if you're old and you're not doing anything about it otherwise, well, guess what? You're going to die. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, just like if you're like, oh, I got a flu. Oh, and I'm 80. Oh, are you going to take any treatments for it? No. Okay. Well, goodbye to the grave. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, it's like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, yeah, okay. You're old already. You're not out in the sun. You don't exercise and you have a respiratory sickness left untreated. I wonder what's going to happen. So immediately, even on that, I was like, okay, well, this is skewed. Like, it's not the bubonic plague here where it's like, okay, you're young, you die, you're middle-aged, you die. Like, everybody dies. Like, no, this is definitely biased toward having a weak immune system and on top of that, not treating it. But I mean, these people just didn't even want to look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that was the crazy thing. It was as though people did not want to understand what they were putting in their body at all. Even if you want to make the argument that, you know, some vaccines are necessary and everything, you have so much data to try and back your point up. With this, it was like you were relying on them to create something that already did not exist for a classification of viruses that there was no vaccine for to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, but that's what they were working on. If you take what we know now with, and let's take it to the extreme, and, you know, it might not be true, but let's say that Pfizer and all these other companies were engineering these things in the labs to make money off of it. They fucking did. They made money off of a virus that they kind of spread, right? And another thing, this guy says anti-vaxxers, like we're anti-vaxxers, like everyone.
We're pure bloods.
Right. Is an anti-vaxxer. We're not, dude. It's just this one where we were like, "Ooh, that was fast." y'all got that one out quick, dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Yeah, like how do you watch something like Claritin take like 15, 20 years to go from clinical research to over the counter, and in like 12 months, 18 months, they're like, oh, here's this brand new vaccine for this virus we just found out about the same time we started creating this vaccine. So, you know, God bless and good luck on that endeavor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Donald Trump.
You can't hold us responsible. Fuck you. Just take it, though, pussy.
Yeah. Oh, what do you know? We just happen to be working on bat coronaviruses right here.
Right. EcoHealth Alliance Inc. They're the ones who created it. They literally, they have the actual funding came from the NIH, and they were rejected originally from the DoD, Department of Defense. They sought them out first. The DoD was literally like, yeah, no, this is too risky. We're not giving you a grant. And they went to NIH, and NIH was like, here you go. Here's some money.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Danzig literally did it over in Wuhan. This is something you can go like literally look up. It's, you know, they didn't hide it. They didn't like, it's not like Google and like, you know, James O'Keefe here. You can still go look up the actual grant that was given from the NIH. So, you know, it was always something that was being orchestrated and worked on. It's just a matter of recognizing these collusion of crony corporate and state interests coming together for their intended purpose of soaking everybody and controlling everybody, you know, in unison. And obviously the Pfizer execs are like, yeah, we're going to get tons of freaking money from the government out of this, you know, guaranteed funding and immunity. And then the state tyrants are like, this is great. We're going to, get all the rationalizations we need for emergency orders to control the literal economy and start, moving money around the world and lining our pockets. So the whole thing was a fucking sham.
And that's another thing that Pfizer director said on one of those dates. He just alluded to what everyone knows it's true, that Pfizer, those boards are revolving doors for government officials for that very reason. So you can grease the wheels in these companies. People can make money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the things where it's like, if he was lying, you're not lying about that. You didn't lie about everything you said, because that's just blatantly true. Yeah. But Dilbert, what's I mean, he's
coping.
right.
He's just literally, you see him, he's coping. He's coping with the fact that he literally, despite himself thinking highly of himself, his intelligence, made a wrong decision. And not just like, oh, oops, I bought the wrong coffee this Tuesday.
He's literally running it
put something in my body that's a ticking time bomb. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Yeah, you don't have to be smart to understand what's, something's fucked up. You can look at all the data you want, but some redneck's not going to look at any data, and he's just going to be like, fuck that. I'm not taking it. That's what happened.
Sometimes all it takes is gut instinct.
Yeah. Right. Everybody won. Anyone on the spectrum of just gut instinct, just being against, the coercion to people who, I had that too, but I also was like, okay, I want to just know. You just look at how they did all the data framing from it, in terms of how they do their case reporting, how they do their death reporting, and how they do, whether you've been fully vaccinated and the windows for that. And then you look at the data of death in other countries, and, it's not too hard. You don't have to, like, it's not one of those things where it's like, you have to sit there and be like, oh, I'm an expert in virology. You can just literally be like, okay, look at their own definitions and judge their definitions and the problems that will happen by using those definitions. You can look at the data they have and say, I'm not claiming to know for sure all the intake stuff, but I can look at your own data and see where the problems are, like, and just look, at the skews. So, that's what I focused on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. When a deadly side effect of COVID was a car accident, I was like, that's fishy.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to believe your data.
Right. Yeah. When the comorbidities they listed, like literally so many of them were independently deadly. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean? You have severe obesity and diabetes. Oh, and you're, having kidney failure and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. That sounds like someone who's already having serious problems. Like, oh, I remember in the beginning, it was like someone who's 20 years old died of coronavirus. It's like, oh, P.S. They had lupus. Bottom of the story, Oh yeah, they got caught up. But by the way, they had a debilitating, deadly disease. But yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, every time. Every time. So.
Well put, Jack. Well put. I think we're done with Gilbert.
Yeah. Just like the rest of the world, I think we are now done with COVID.
Yeah.
I said Delbert, but like I do commend him for saying that that he was wrong. More people need to do that in the media.
Yeah. There was another guy recently who said that Pfizer is corrupt. I'm not familiar with the actor.
The Shazam actor, the guy who plays Shazam.
Yeah, he's gonna get canceled.
I forgot his name. Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I look forward to seeing him on Timcast.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's pretty much how it goes at this point. When someone gets canceled for some stupid shit, it's
right.
like, yeah.
Is that a segue?
Welcome back.
Segue?
Say again?
Was that a segue? I know the show notes. You're trying to sneak in a segue, dude. I know it. I know what's coming.
Rob,
we're at the 45-minute mark. I know what you're doing.
You got to be subtle, man. So anyway, there seems to be a lot of feuds going on.
Here it comes. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
There's a lot of feuds going on, man. Josh, I know you got beef too. So.
Josh has been recently kicked out of the Florida Mises Caucus Facebook.
Oh, that beef? Oh, that beef. Oh, guys, swallow.
Yeah, I've been politically gaming the Florida Mises Caucus Facebook page, so I have been unceremoniously and unequivocally banned for 30 days. I've been put in the Florida
That's right,
Means
yeah.
Caucus Facebook prison. Not
Yeah.
jail, prison, boys.
You take that. You take that and you like it.
You got to make a pin out of that, like Florida Mises Caucus prisoner, 30
you're in
days
jail.
served. Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm going to wear a ribbon to convention. It's a big, like, ribbon.
It's prison rules, bitch.
Yeah. I'm Atlanta drunk. That's fine.
Okay. But besides that, so I know we're a little bit late on this story, but the whole Daily Wire versus Steven Crowder thing, would you take the contract?
That's a lot of money.
Right now?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, like the 50 mil contract from Daily Wire.
Give me that shit right now.
Yeah, I would.
I probably would, but I'd like put I'd like put so little content out. Like I would make it like so neutered, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna collect all this money for 5 years, and then when I'm done, I'm like, yeah, I got 10, 20 mil net or something, whatever.
The fee was I'm kind of on Crowder's side just because of where he's coming from. Like it was just like a boilerplate cookie cutter contract from what I saw. And then they owned his shit in perpetuity. And then if he got demonetized by YouTube, which Crowder does all the fucking time, he doesn't get money off that. He gets the fee deducted. So that was the issue. And then he wanted to stand up for everyone else who's coming into the game. So I get it.
But there was something else too. There was something else. We got to talk because you went to law school. I went to law school. There's one other big issue that nobody covered. I can't believe they didn't cover it. But they literally put in the contract that Daily Wire can create new social media pages in his name and own those forever too. I don't know why nobody covered that. I'm like, nobody read this term? Like this term's like actually the real shit. Like they can create your whole brand and own it afterward just by making new social media pages.
So bring that up. That was actually something that Candace Owens brought up in her response.
Yeah.
That's a big one, Jack. I didn't even see that term either.
You guys think that's a big one?
Oh, it's a big
because then they can create new pages.
They can we now own, right?
Go ahead, Josh. Sorry, our mics overpower your mic for some reason.
Oh no, I'm just holding back.
Shit.
I don't want to hurt you with these powers. I'm just
the sheer power.
No, but yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, realistically, if they wanted to, and there's any bad blood, like they could take these brands, build them up over 5 years, and like, boom, we own all these new pages we created for you during this time, and then boom, you own the brand. You know what I mean? Keep monetizing it.
Yeah.
So
that would definitely be beneficial to have those. Like, say if someone leaves and someone else comes on, you could just rebrand the page to someone else.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So yeah, I can see how that could be a problem, especially from a business standpoint going into the future.
Yeah.
Same time, 50 mil.
They take
but he has to pay for everything.
Name, image, and likeness, like the whole thing.
He's responsible all costs. He's responsible.
And then you're competing with yourself too, right? Like if you're putting out content and someone else is putting out your own content, right? But could they put out his new content? If he's putting out content, could they take that and then throw it on their new social media page, or would they just have to keep recycling old shit?
No, they didn't own his old stuff. Like he owned the pre-DW stuff, but the new stuff, anything he created, they could use that, recycle that, then own the new pages and revamp it. And if you know where we're going with deep fakes and AI stuff, they're just gonna be able to have Steve Crowder work for them forever.
Yep.
They're like, all right, we now bring you AI Steven Crowder.
There's something to be said about that too, right? Like these old contracts haven't adapted to new technology either.
Right.
Yeah, these old style contracts.
Well, I'm realizing a lot, just at least in, I don't know about your workplaces, guys. There's a lot of things that just have not been adapted to the modern era, even though they should be. Mm-hmm. That are still stuck in a certain way just because some old guy somewhere higher up on the chain of command has kept it that way for as long.
We still run on Windows Vista 2008, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, how's Windows 7?
I'm running this whole stream on DOS right now.
Got some Linux.
That would be pretty impressive.
That would be. I'd be impressed with myself, honestly.
Yo, come check out the dark web stream.
Yeah.
I will say, not that we're on their side because they're conservative, but like I do enjoy watching Steven Crowder every now and then, and I do enjoy some of the Daily Wire content. Like I bought the monthly subscription to watch Donald Cerrone's the movie on there, and then Michael Knowles' "What Is a Woman." That was a really good documentary, I thought. So they're competing and they're on the same side when the Democrats are just kicking their ass in culture. So that's one thing that I don't like about the whole situation. But if it has to be done, it has to be done, I guess.
My main problem with the Daily Wire, at least on that cultural level, is this feels like Christian rock.
Yes, in some ways.
Yeah, like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. Like, I love Gina Carano as Cara Dune, but her being with the Daily Wire just feels like Kirk Cameron only doing Christian shit, you know?
Right. But they're making money, you know?
I guess.
They have the
Brett
Jesus.
Cooper is hot. Can we just Brett Cooper, if you're out there, you give me a contract that looks like that, I'm signing it. That's all I'm saying. No looking.
We will sell the Swampcast Network first chance we get.
I'll sell it. Don't even talk to anyone else.
Takers, anybody, please.
Yeah, she doesn't want us.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good thing. I think it's good that they're doing this because it's needed. You need to start chipping away at the mainstream. And even if some of this stuff is a little hokey, the fact that it's being done and people are like, okay, I'm willing to take a risk and start building there. I mean, I think it's great, even though, I don't necessarily like all the content from what they do. I think that is a great thing to start breaking apart the state corporate empires that have been built with Hollywood and Disney and all this other stuff. So the more people chip away at that in their different avenues, to me, that's just a win, across the board.
Yeah, best take ever. Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the only way that we're ever going to see any change.
What's next, Mitch?
Goddamn, fucking burped just when that happened too.
Indigestion. This episode brought to you by Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol. Oh yeah. Tough man has been unemployed and found new work. All right. So the only other thing there is, and Josh, I know you don't want to talk about this shit because it's honestly pretty.
Is it the Trout video?
What, you're talking about the Eliza Blue stuff?
No. Like someone sent me this video of like a fish being put in a place that it's not supposed to be. And I was like, holy crap, dude. I don't know if you're talking about that, but.
Uh-oh.
I
out of the water is not where it's
that came pretty well. Like that.
It's on the line of anybody who's seen like things like Glass Ass or Shake That Bear or Cake Farts or meat.
Oh God!
Anyway,
I know what he's talking about. No.
The trout video was not something
Two
I
dudes
needed.
and a horse. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I didn't need it, but I was like, oh my God, the internet it never ceases.
Sandbox.
I thought it was memory hold forever. You dig it right back up. You evil bastard.
Yeah, don't.
Sorry,
never forget.
College and I saw a lot of shit I didn't need to see.
Mm-hmm.
I can still remember the time that I first saw Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah.
It's like 9/11, really.
It is. It's worse than 9/11.
You remember where you were?
It actually happened. No.
Except it actually. That's a good one. Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's a conspiracy theory about chocolate.
Let's be real. It was chocolate. Come on.
It was chocolate. It was. It was confirmed by the director and the girls in it.
Chocolate.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Just like 9/11 was done by Bush and Mossad. I mean, exactly. Right.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's how we're reaching it. God damn.
So you were talking about giant wrecks and destruction about like Josh. What were you talking about?
No, I wasn't. I was talking about not wanting to know about fish being put in improper places.
Don't look it up. It ain't worth it.
As much as I would like to hope it's the ass. God damn.
You
What
know
were you gonna talk, Mitch's gummies are hitting. What were you gonna talk about, Mitch?
You know, I was just gonna bring up the whole Eliza Blue thing, but honestly, that's been done to death. So fuck it. Since we're at the top of the hour, let's close this shit on talking about 2 girls, 1 cup,
Well,
and
I was
some chick putting a trout up her putting up her pussy.
You don't
now
know.
she was trafficked. You know, if you have a fish going in places it shouldn't be going, that's
Yeah, that is.
you seem
that
to like
is-
it though. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. That is.
Got something
well,
you want to
I
What?
just-
No, I was thinking of a stupid fish joke, dude.
Ah,
Good morning, ladies.
No.
Oh yeah, blue waffles too, right? Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna say it. It's terrible. It's bad.
not-
Blue
fish
waffle,
server
isn't that a
anymore.
recipe to support
Yeah.
the police? A recipe to make waffles and support the
Swampcast
police?
was originally family-friendly programming until Jack came on.
There's
Yeah,
clips
that is
of
a
me, my
false
lady.
statement if I ever heard
Yeah,
one.
yeah. There's clips on the internet of all of us that can confirm otherwise. Unfortunately,
Was there fish being placed into places it shouldn't be going in those clips?
You got to
You
pay
know?
extra for that one, Jack. Join the
That's
Patreon and find out
Yeah.
too.
yeah, the
Hey,
Patreon.
paywall for fish pics. I got it.
Goddamn right. We didn't. Them fish are-
It ain't called Swampcast for nothing.
We need to do an actual swamp. Like we need to do a podcast in a swamp and get these fish.
What, like putting on
Fish.
Swampcast in a swamp.
Yeah.
I
In
mean, I'm
any
about
case,
it.
Mitch is going to be human trafficked on the next episode, so he's going to be the new Eliza Blue.
Mitch would be the easiest to human traffic.
All right. Well, we're reaching the top of the hour here, so I think we'll bring this in for landing. Plugs. Rob, you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, man. I guess it just got announced. You can follow me on my Twitter handle down there, but I will be opening for Robbie the Fire Bernstein at the Florida Libertarian Party of Florida convention at the Mises Comedy Show. So that's going to be fun. We got to work out some kinks with the convention committee, but he's coming down. We booked him for the dates, and then I'm booked too. So we'll both be there. Rob and Rob. I got to come up with a.
Yeah.
He's the fire, but I got the red hair, so I can't. I got to figure out a nickname or something. I'm Riggedy Rob on here, but
Fire in the flame.
Fire in the Flame.
Rob the Law.
Rob the Law. That's a
Yeah.
good one, Jack. I like that one.
Laying down the law.
Yeah.
You statist.
Rob Law. Yeah.
Free
Got
market
that.
law.
And then yeah, I'll be gone for a month, so wish me luck. I won't be doing the pod.
Bye, Rob.
Studying. Hell yeah.
Rob will return after February.
Mhm.
Josh, you got anything you want to plug?
Well, I want to invite everybody to the Josh Halafka convention that's going to be coming up in April. I hope y'all are excited for that. I'm super ready to get that going. You're going to have Rob over here doing comedy with Robbie the Fire Bernstein. So I'm excited. Happy for you, Rob. Real proud that you get this opportunity.
Yeah. So
Mitch
pumped.
will be there too, I guess, if you guys even care about seeing Mitch. You know, he'll be there maybe if he can, make it out of his house on like the last 3 events he said he was coming to, and then conveniently didn't show up at. But we're not holding that against Mitch over here. What's up, Mitch? How you doing tonight? So yeah, come see us at the Jalapa convention in April. Come follow me on Twitter, and Mitch, I'm gonna fuck it back over to you. What's up, man?
What, real quickly, before I just get these plugs out of the way and then pass it to our guest, what were the events? I know one of them was the Okeechobee Gun Range.
Okeechobee Gun Range, Tim's house.
Florida Free Florida. That's right.
And Florida Fest. There's another one. See, I got 3 at least right here. Let's talk about some of the other stuff you don't show up at. Bum.
Oh man, he was high when he said that.
Man, have I become that much of a hermit? Anyway,
you need to come out and hang out with the boys. Come do some fun shit. Take some
Josh,
shots.
shit.
Off some hooker's ass. Do some weird eyes wide shut orgies.
Let's do some Paul Pelosi.
Paul Pelosi getting hammered with the bros.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'll come with the hammer, guys.
That should have been
Bring
this
the
year's
hammer.
convention.
All right.
All right. Anyway, you can go find me on Twitter at MitchConnorJLo. And as of course, always, go check out 1776 Swag. And also go check out LPF Con because it is going to be off the hook. And we got Robbie the Fire Bernstein, the king of the cocks. So
King of the cocks.
I always think that when they say that it's Cox, like COCKS. Like for the longest time, I was like, oh, what? Like he's like king of all the big dicks or something.
Wait a minute.
And then I read it and I was like, oh, Cox, like caucus. I was like, okay.
That's the joke.
Okay. So he's not king of the dicks or whatever?
He is not king
I
of
thought, okay.
Nah, he ain't Mia Khalifa.
He's libertarian?
The queen of the dicks, technically.
The queen of the dicks.
All right. Anyway, Jack, you got any plugs?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But I guess the next thing we're going to is me and Far are going to be headlined over at the LP Washington event. So if you're in the Pacific Northwest, which is like the total opposite where we're at in Florida, check us out there at the end of March. I think it's 24th to 26th. We're going to be hanging out at Porfest, 20th anniversary this year. That's going to be awesome. Going just for fun, hang out with people. So we've never been before, so that's going to be pretty sick. And then I got a few things in the works, but one of the things I do want to mention is that I have this new creator community coming up. With my brand ANCAP Comics. So ANCAP Comics with an X, COMIX at the end, .com. That is where I'm building this new kind of a place for networking of creatives, people in the Liberty space specifically. So we're working together, kind of rise up together kind of thing. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All righty. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will